Have you heard the latest buzz surrounding our Miami Dolphins? Just when you thought the drama couldn't get any thicker, one of our star players sparked rumors of a potential exit with a simple tweet. But hold on, is it really time to hit the panic button, or is there more to this story? Stick around as we dive into the truth behind these cryptic comments and what it means for our team moving forward. And hey, if you want to stay updated with all the latest Dolphins news, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. The Miami Dolphins are at a crossroads, and one of our biggest stars has everyone talking after a mysterious tweet sent shockwaves through the fan base. Is he hinting at a potential departure, or is this just a case of miscommunication? You won't want to miss the details on what this really means for our beloved team and its playoff hopes. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a like to keep your finger on the pulse of everything Dolphins. What if I told you that a recent tweet from one of our standout players had everyone second-guessing his commitment to the Miami Dolphins? As tensions rise and speculation swirls, we're here to break down the reality behind the headlines and what this could mean for our season. Are we looking at a possible shakeup, or is it all just a misunderstanding? Tyreek Hill recently stirred the pot with a tweet that sent Miami Dolphins fans into a frenzy, worried he was hinting at wanting a trade. But let's set the record straight. Hill clarified that he was joking about wanting to become a coach after retirement, not trying to leave Miami. He mentioned, "I love these guys here. I love this organization." It's clear he's committed to the Dolphins, despite his struggles this season. Now, let's talk about the numbers. Hill's production has dipped significantly in 2024, with just 5 touchdowns and over 800 yards so far. Compare that to last year when he racked up 13 touchdowns and more than 1,700 yards. It's tough to see such a drop-off, but we have to consider the impact of Tua Tagovailoa's earlier absence due to a concussion. Tua is back now, and there's still hope for the playoffs. Miami currently sits second in the AFC East with a record of 6-8, and every game counts. Looking forward, the Dolphins have 3 critical matchups against the San Francisco 49ers, Cleveland Browns, and New York Jets to finish the season. Winning all 3 is essential if they want to keep their playoff aspirations alive. This is where every single play matters, and the pressure is on. As fans, we need to rally behind our team. But I have to ask, do you believe this is the right path for us? I'm honestly torn. On one hand, we have an incredible talent in Tyreek Hill, and on the other, the inconsistencies this season have been frustrating. How do we turn things around? What adjustments do you think the coaching staff should make to maximize our potential going forward? I want to hear from you. What are your expectations for the rest of the season? Are you feeling optimistic, or are you concerned about the direction we're heading? Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. Rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade that could send a star wide receiver to Las Vegas, raising questions about the future of this explosive player in Miami. With the Dolphins struggling this season, could this be the moment we see a pivotal change? Stay tuned as we dive into the latest developments and what it means for our beloved Dolphins. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to keep up with all the latest updates. What if I told you that one of the NFL's most electrifying wide receivers might be eyeing a new home? Speculation is heating up regarding a trade that could impact both the Dolphins and a key player's future. As the Dolphins face challenges on the field, the prospect of losing this dynamic talent could change everything for the team. Make sure to stick around as we break down the implications and what it could mean for Miami's playoff aspirations. Remember to subscribe and like for all the freshest news on the Dolphins. Is it time for the Miami Dolphins to brace for a significant roster move? Reports suggest that a star wide receiver is pondering his future, and the possibility of a trade is making waves throughout the league. With the Dolphins in a tough spot this season, could this be a chance to reshape the team's destiny? The Miami Dolphins have been in the headlines lately, especially with Tyreek Hill's recent social media activity raising eyebrows. As a die-hard Dolphins fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and concern about what this could mean for our team. Hill's post, "It's time for me to train," has many speculating that he's signaling a desire to move on. Is he unhappy in Miami? With the Dolphins struggling this season, it's understandable if he's looking for a fresh start somewhere with a better chance of competing for a championship. Now, let's talk about the Raiders. They're currently one of the worst teams in the NFL, and the idea of them trading for Hill seems puzzling, especially after just moving Davante Adams. If they do draft Shadir Sanders, who's highly talked about as a potential franchise quarterback, they'll certainly need a dynamic playmaker like Hill to stretch the field. But honestly, would Hill even want to go to a team that hasn't seen playoff success since 2002? I doubt it. As a fan, I can't help but feel torn. On one hand, I want Hill to stay with us, to continue being that explosive force on our offense. On the other hand, if he desires to win and feel competitive, he might be looking elsewhere, perhaps to teams like the Chargers or Chiefs, where the playoff prospects are much brighter. I mean, if Hill leaves, what does that say about our organization and our direction? Are we doing enough to keep our stars happy? This is a critical moment for the Dolphins. Our front office needs to make smart decisions to ensure that we're not just a team with talent, but a team that can compete at the highest level. So, what do you all think? Was this social media post a hint that Hill wants out? Are the Dolphins doing enough to keep their stars? I want to hear your thoughts. Here, let's get that discussion going in the comments below. And remember, if you want to stay up to date with everything Dolphins, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to the channel. Activate that notification bell so you never miss an update on our beloved Miami Dolphins. Let's keep the conversation alive and hope for the best in the coming weeks.